love you too, wife. And we're live.
Hey, Ellie. Hi, Clarissa.
Clarissa, who's cooking, you or mom?
She just says it's me and mom. Hi, H. Hi, Sharakia.
Oh, Shareka, you back this week?
Y'all look at our bootleg lighting right here. I already said Cameron's cooking this week, so please slow down.
You ready, Cam? How's everybody doing on this wonderful hump day? Hey, Brittany. Hey, Kimberly. I'm sorry. Read too fast. Hey, Auntie Kim. Hey, Kathy.
Of course, I said both of them are cooking.
Of course, what are you cooking? The lobster or the mac and cheese? Letitia, you ready? Hey, Kayla, you and hubby are both cooking today. All right. Letitia got a sous chef with her today. Oh, it might be a little busy class, guys. Hey, Jackie. What's going on? Welcome. Welcome to all our first-timers. Glad to have you. Thank you for being here with us. Christy, welcome back. How you doing? Sheena, I'm glad you got the notifications fixed. Glad to see you. We're going to show you what we're working with for today really soon. Hey, Angel. Glad to see you. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, V-Ma. Remember, guys, what's going on, Quiz? I see the love. Thank you for the reactions and notifications. Please tag your friends and your loved ones.
Share.
Let's get those reactions up. Give me a thumbs up. Give me that heart. Toya, why are you super behind on your prep? If that's what you do now, you got to try to make it difficult for yourself because your place be on point every week.
It says Janae Howard is watching. Ask her why she's not in class.
Janae better not be watching.
Can you see me?
Yeah. That's live for you. What's going on, Tara? How you feeling, darling? That back getting any better?
Hi, Tara.
Hey, Mika. Raquel, you're not late. You're not late. Unless you have not done any prep. But honestly, guys, because I wanted this class to be kind of fun and interesting, that we didn't really do much prep today. What's going on, Jack? All right, people, we're going to go ahead and preset this oven. 400. Get that going. I'm going to show you what we have. What's going on, Blake? Welcome in.
Blake. Great name.
Great name. So I have a saute pan for my shrimp. We have a baking dish for our mac and cheese before we put it in the oven. I got 2 sauce pots right here. A small one to melt our butter. And a bigger pan to make our cheese sauce. Hey, Jackie Mom. Hey, Anita. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. And then I got a small little pan that we're going to roast our lobster tails in. So get everything on the stove. You're going to need 2 bowls. If you got some champagne or wine or whatever you got, take a sip. Strap it on tight. We're going to have fun today, guys. It's going to be a class. I hope you did your prep. Because a little bit of prep that we have is going to save you some time. Kim's going to give you the rundown for the newcomers. Please, if you have any questions before we get started, please ask it now. Yes, Ari, please stay right beside Cameron. He is going to need all your assistance. Keep a towel handy to wipe his forehead. Just keep him calm. Oh, you got the fire department with you? Nice. That's what it's going to be. Everybody get their pasta cooked. There goes Cameron. Hey, Brooke. Yes, you can use a glass casserole pan for your mac and cheese. Just make sure it's well oiled.
All right, y'all. I think you're all caught up on questions, right?
So far.
All right. So for anyone that is new to cooking with Chef Ken, I'll give you guys a quick rundown of what's going on. So basically, at any point in the show, because you guys are all cooking with him live. If at any point in the show, really? Oh, okay.
Valentine's week.
I knew it was coming. Hey, Sheena. Hey, Tracy. Okay, Ellie. If at any point in the show he turns into Sonic the Hedgehog and goes into full Chef Ken mode.
That's a new one. Good job.
Isn't that a new? I thought of that one. Thanks. And he is moving too fast. You guys can ask for a wine break. You can shout "slow down" in the words of Auntie Christy, water break.
Water break.
And that will kind of just give us the cue to slow down and help you guys to catch up. Okay. We want to make sure that everybody's meals turn out successful. If you also are cooking and your food doesn't look the way you want it to look, let us know. Describe it. Sometimes we might even try to bring you... Sorry, I'm laughing at the comments. Bring you guys on, and we will try our best to get that fixed for you. All right. Y'all ready? Everybody ready?
Ask him again.
Panya. Clarissa, is it bad that I knew how you was going to say that? Did you take the shell off of the lobster already?
I didn't tell nobody to do anything with lobster meat.
There's ours. Tail's still on. Raquel, she said nope, but okay. You got it. We okay, y'all. We're okay. Y'all got this. I'm here for y'all. Y'all also know I am not a chef. I feel what y'all feel, so trust me, I'm here to help. All right, sir.
Woo! Take a deep breath.
Oh, God. Doing the most already.
Yeah, we're going to start our dinner. So we're going to start in our first saucepan. We're going to melt a stick of butter on low. So we're going to get that going. And then in our second pot, for the cheese sauce, we're going to start warming our heavy cream. So we're going to add 1 quart of heavy cream.
As long as it turns out good, Auntie Chrissy, that's all that matters. She says she's going to be improvising a lot. Auntie Christy. Thanks, Ellie. I'm an amazing assistant.
You do good, you do good, you do good, you do good.
All aboard, big saucepan. Mom, this is, that's a pretty small.
Yeah. It could be smaller than that. It could be a small saute pan if you like.
Yeah, that's a pretty small pan. Pot.
Sauce pot, yeah.
Sauce pot.
See, guys, I was trying to give y'all time to get everything out your cabinets and everything, but the lady that's here for y'all is kind of rushing me, so.
This should already be out.
I just showed them. 1 quart of heavy cream on medium heat.
1 quart heavy cream. Y'all already panicking. I can't. You should see how much heavy cream is in the comments. Help Brooke. You should have went over there to help him.
I promise you guys, I'm going to say it once, twice, 3 times. I'm going to say it as many times as you need to make sure your dish comes out perfect. kind of answer other questions at the same time. So if I miss your comment or question, please ask it again. But we'll be sure to make sure you get all the ingredients and all the steps. So as of right now, you should have your oven on 400. You should be melting your butter, and you should have your heavy cream on medium heat. Who else?
How much is a quart?
2 cups.
Only have a pint.
Who is it?
Only have a pint. What do I do?
Do you have any milk?
Y'all, it's too early. Can I have a glass?
So if you're short on your heavy cream, we're going to add milk to make up for the rest of it.
Siri, how many quarts in a pint?
2 pints is a quart.
2 pints is a quart. She's not even listening to me. They are already. Y'all, take a deep breath. Oh my gosh. All we did was put heavy cream in it. Y'all, come on, take a deep breath. My measuring cup doesn't have a quart. It has cups though, Raquel. So you do 4 cups. 4 cups equals a quart. I should know that, but I don't. So I feel y'all.
Don't judge her, guys. She cooks. She's just fooling y'all right now.
Auntie Kim, it's going to be so long. She said it's going to be a long class.
It's not. It's not.
I already don't. Okay, if y'all don't have enough heavy cream, it's okay. They could mix it with regular milk.
Yeah.
As long as milk, half and half, mix it in with your heavy cream.
Let's get it to a quart.
Tracy, I'm trying so hard not to laugh at them, but it's absolutely hilarious. Can I add almond milk or no? Literally, that's how the question went. No, let's try to stick with either milk, heavy cream, half and half, some type of, I guess I should say actually dairy product, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Yeah, it looks like a lot of us are having the same issue.
Hey, Jasmine, instrumentals.
We only have 1 pint. A lot of us are having that. Wait, what? Y'all, what is going on today? Jackie doesn't have heavy cream at all. Jackie, do you not do dairy?
So, Jackie, what did you substitute on the shopping list?
This is going to be the best class.
Let's get thumbs up before when everybody's got all their milk in there.
Okay, so that's okay. You know what? It's okay. We're going to improvise. Or he's going to improvise. So it seems like everybody did the same exact thing. They went out and they got heavy cream, but they all only got a pint. So, considering how much they're making, will they actually, and they don't have milk in their house. Like, we don't keep milk because we just don't drink it. So, if it were us, how could we improvise, or should we just use what we have? Ooh, y'all got them today.
All right. So, we're going to improvise today.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a pint of heavy cream, you're going to add your pint of heavy cream. You're going to add 2 cups or a pint of water to your mixture. We just need to know who that is because they're going to have an extra step.
Just scoop it out. Scoop it out.
What was that?
They put their butter in their cream. And wasn't he's cracking. He walked off, y'all. He walked off. I think it's most of us though. Right, Sherelle, right. I think it's most of us will be having that extra step. So he said it's fine, y'all. You just do the 2 cups of the heavy cream that you have, because I think everybody just went out and bought a pint. And then you're going to add 2 cups of water, but there will be an extra step added in there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just do that. All right, because the comment section is never this busy this early on in the show. That's why it's hilarious. It is never this busy. Okay, Jackie, cool. Jackie got half cream, half water. Who said that she hear him chopping? Yes, he is over here chopping. Ellie, you ever seen somebody with like a nervous tick?
It's not nervous for me.
I love it, Ellie. There you go. Ellie said my oven is heated, preheated.
There we go. Baby steps.
All right, y'all. Come on. Y'all ready? Let's go. Get it together. Let's go. I got it. Let's go. Get on it.
Oh, she getting on y'all. Y'all in trouble.
Come on. Because they done had me cracking up over here. Look at Sheena. Always coming through. Thank you, Sheena. Y'all, if you guys see Sheena's comment, she's also added in a substitution that we could do. Clarissa, you can't call me, girl, right now. Because...
Just ask the question, Clarissa.
Is evaporated milk okay?
No.
No. Ari.
You don't want to touch that.
No, Ari, don't touch that. Do not use that at all.
It's not like oatmeal.
What's wrong with your sister?
All right. Once you're melted and started to... Once your butter is melted, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of our minced garlic.
That's into the butter that is separate from the heavy cream.
We're going to add in...
I mixed them both. You mix what? The butter and the cream?
We're going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice.
Yes, Auntie Kimmy did. She said, did he just say oatmeal? Yes, she mixed the butter and the cream.
Oh, hope you got more butter.
Oh. Did you hear that part?
And a teaspoon of our seasoned pepper. That's it. 2 tablespoons of garlic, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and a teaspoon of our seasoned pepper.
Into the butter.
And yes, guys, the butter is separate from the cream.
Yeah, Tamika, just a little bit. Ah, Raquel. Are you new, Raquel? Is this your first show? She said, what is seasoned pepper? Yes, Jackie, 1 tablespoon of seasoned pepper.
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of seasoned pepper. 1 teaspoon.
2 tablespoons minced garlic, 2 tablespoons lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of seasoned pepper into our melted butter that is not part of our cream. Raquel, instead of doing typical cracked black pepper or coarse ground black pepper, we in this class love the flavor profile and what seasoned pepper offers. It's a mixture of different peppercorns as well as paprika flakes, and it just offers a whole complex flavor profile to our food. So we add a little bit more to our dishes than using black pepper.
Tracy said he about to go Gordon Ramsay on y'all. Y'all, is everybody set? Hold on, I just gotta make sure. The butter is on low, so y'all know we have an electric stove. Y'all, it's not even Like, it's nowhere near 1.
You just want it melted.
So he literally melted it down.
That's
Once it was melted down, you kind of turned it down to that like really, really low setting.
You just want your butter melted and just enough to heat the garlic.
Now that heavy cream that's been back there though, that's
on a 5. It's on medium.
On a 5, so medium, right in the middle. Okay, all right, good. That was 2 tablespoons of garlic, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of seasoned pepper. I actually remembered and didn't have to ask you to repeat it. So 2 tablespoons, Clarissa, 2 tablespoons, and then 1 teaspoon of the garlic, of the seasoned pepper blend. All right, y'all.
All right, so we're moving a little bit slower than I anticipated. So if your cream is starting to boil, we're gonna go ahead and cut it down to low. We're not ready to indulge in that just yet. So if your cream is boiling, turn it down to low, please, before it.
Letitia says her butter is peppery.
Right.
She added 2 teaspoons of pepper.
I would either say you're gonna add another half stick of butter, or when we pour this mixture over our lobster tails, you just want to pour all of it over it.
I was gonna go over the lobster tail.
All right, so next.
Okay, y'all, get your lobster tails out and ready.
All right, then we're gonna take our lobster tails, and if you've already bought lobster meat, you don't need to worry about this step. But we're basically just gonna cut down the middle of our lobster tails. We're gonna make a nice incision on the inside, like such, and we're gonna crack straight down.
But you didn't go all the way through, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you went all the way. Oh, yeah. You literally cut it right down the middle.
Yeah, we're just cutting it down the middle because we're gonna broil the inside of this with the lobster meat like that, and then we're gonna pull it out later and chop it.
So if they are, or if they've already bought lobster meat,
then they just skip this step. So once again, you're gonna make an incision down to the belly.
I'm gonna come around you because I'm getting like the back side of your hand.
And we're gonna cut straight down until you get through that shell.
I came around you and you switched sides, so I'm still getting the back side of your hand.
Again, we're gonna make that incision.
He's applying a pretty good amount of force, y'all.
I know certain people like H, he probably have like 16 lobster tails to cut.
Be careful, y'all. Watch y'all's fingers.
So.
Oh, Lord, Jackie. Okay, you're good, girl. We won't leave you. She said she just cut her first one. She has 5 more to go. Thank you, Sheena, girl.
So we're talking about lobster tails. These are 4 to 5 ounces, depending on your local grocer. They should be anywhere between 5 to 7 per tail. Generally speaking, you want to ask for cold water lobster tails because of the flavor profile and how they hold your seasoning. So, like I said, we are going to actually roast our lobster tails just like this in a 400-degree oven for about 12 to 14 minutes. And then we're going to take it and we're going to remove the meat from the shell. And we're going to save the shell because we can use that as part of our garnish.
Okay, Anita. We know that a lot of y'all have quite a few that y'all are cutting up. Raquel, am I saying your name right? I want to make sure it's Raquel. Is there supposed to be green stuff inside of a lobster tail?
Is it coming from more where the head is or more where the tail is? and describe what it looks like.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and butterfly my shrimp while we're kind of communicating and talking about our lobster tails.
So which end is it coming from? Closer to where, I guess up here, the head side or the tail end? Did mostly everybody get lobster tails? I know my mom got lobster meat.
Did she answer yet?
Mm-mm. Okay, she said, sorry, I'm drinking my wine, my champagne. Why do I call it a wine? Champagne. She said it's a dark green and it's kind of more at the top of it, but it's kind of all the way through.
Yeah, so that's
mostly
really,
like in the middle and the top.
so that's usually what they call tamale. It's like it comes from the pancreatic part of the lobster that just kind of runs through the body. It is okay to eat. Many people, you could just wash that off if you're not comfortable with it. It won't harm or do anything different. But that is typically normally found in lobsters, especially the way they are killed, if that's okay to say.
So should they, why would it not be okay? Just rinse it, maybe?
Yeah.
Run under some cold water?
Right. How we doing, guys?
Shrek said the same thing. She has it by the head of hers. Yeah, so just rinse that out. Brittany got tails. Okay. All right, Ari. They done cutting. They keeping up.
All right, must be cutting.
You know it. Okay, Jack. I know you're with Anita, right? Brittany hasn't done anything. So far, he's only cut them in half. That's it. So you haven't missed anything. You're okay. We're kind of moving a little bit slower because we know that y'all probably, like, I wouldn't be able to cut them as fast as Ken just did.
We know we got a lot of new people to the class. No fuss, no muss. Like I said, take you a sip, enjoy the class. It'll be a great dish.
The Prosecco got me feeling good.
Oh, Lord God. I got about 20 more minutes. All right, when you're at a good spot, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
Thanks, Jackie. Y'all let me know when y'all ready. We're okay. We're just kind of sitting here. Okay, we got some thumbs.
You see a couple all goods.
Letitia's ready. Yeah.
Letitia got a sous chef. Letitia, who's your sous chef helping you tonight?
H is ready. H, did your sister take her Benadryl? Shrikey is ready. Okay, I think we ready.
All right.
Look at them. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all had me worried at the beginning. I did lose a little confidence, but I'm proud of y'all now.
So we're gonna take our melted butter. We want to make sure we kind of swirl it around the pan, get all that garlic and pepper incorporated. We're just gonna pour that over our lobster.
She said, Anthony, the boyfriend who needs to learn to cook. That's right, girl.
Hey, you start right, you lead by example. Don't you do that to him. So we'll take that nice garlic butter. We're gonna toss, make sure our lobster tails are fully incorporated. If you're not tossing in a bowl, just make sure you are getting that meat submerged in that butter.
So, Ma, you should be doing this step.
Yes, everybody who just has lobster meat, they should be tossing your butter in your lobster meat.
So put your lobster meat into a bowl, pour that butter on top, and you're incorporating it. into the lobster meat or tails for those who have tails.
So depending on what kind of pan you're going to use to roast your lobster meat, we want the flesh side up.
Can this be in a glass bowl?
Yes.
Okay.
It's your preference. Do whatever can handle the most heat, because we are cooking at 400.
So as long as it can handle the heat, Jackie, it doesn't matter which one you use.
So we're going to pour that garlicky goodness.
Yes, butter.
All right. Yes, Cheryl, flesh side up. Sherelle. I don't know why I just said that. I don't know why I said Cheryl. Once you have got your butter, on your lobster, we're going into the oven. In that 400 degree oven. Next, we are going to work on our mac and cheese sauce. So for those, I guess mostly everybody.
I'm going to go ahead and pin this for them.
You get working on that. If you had to add water because we did not have enough cream, and let me make sure I reiterate this. Only add this step if you added water to your cream. You're gonna take...
Repeat it one more time.
Only add this step if you added water to your cream. You're gonna take a 1/4 cup of water and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. You're gonna mix it together and add it to your liquid. Once again, a 1/4 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Make sure that cornstarch is fully incorporated into the water. It should be really white and murky. And pour that into your mixture. And you need to bring that to a boil to let that thicken your liquid up. If you're doing just straight cream, you are fine where we are. Once again, class, that was a 1/4 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Make sure that it's fully incorporated and pour that into your liquid and bring to a boil.
Is that nutmeg?
Yes.
And
onion powder, teaspoon each. All right.
what if you added wine break? Perfect. Thank you, Clarissa, because then I can ask these questions. How long should the timer on the oven be?
We're going, you'll follow me because I put mine in at 12 minutes, so I'm pretty sure everybody's putting theirs after me. So when I check mine, you will check yours.
What if
but we're going 12 to 14 minutes, Ellie.
What do I do if I don't have cornstarch?
You gotta use flour.
But they will follow the same steps.
But only use 1 tablespoon of flour instead of 2 tablespoons of cornstarch.
You got that, Raquel? 1 tablespoon of flour.
And make sure there's no clumps. You gotta really make sure you get that.
Mix it in really well.
Yeah, with that water.
We did all milk. Is that okay?
Yeah,
because Clarissa and Kathy want to know the same thing. They did milk instead of water.
If you did milk, go ahead and add the slurry as well.
So the same thing. Should they also do water to the... Okay. So milk, people, if you mixed it with milk, same thing. Jackie, did you hear what he said? If you don't have cornstarch, use flour.
1 tablespoon.
And only do 1 tablespoon of flour. If you're doing cornstarch, you did 2 tablespoons.
Right.
Okay. Raquel, you got that? We got at you, Ari. She said, thank you for improvising. It wouldn't be fun if they didn't spice it up a little bit.
Like a little challenge.
Was it a quarter cup of water? How much water did you say? Quarter cup. So, Raquel, you would do a quarter cup of water and 1 tablespoon of flour. Because you don't have cornstarch.
And remember, guys, you got to get that to a boil to get out that floury taste. So make sure you bring that to a boil before you cut it back down.
Separately from this.
Yes. No. That boils in here.
They're going to boil in there. Okay, and bring it up to a boil.
Yeah, you're going to bring that liquid to a boil just to get that flour taste out.
Y'all let us know.
You got 2 minutes.
My people who made all their modifications.
You got 2 minutes.
I want to make sure. Oh my God. It's like when you do a time quiz at school.
You already posted the cheese sauce?
I did, but let me pin it so that they can find it. I'm not going to leave, y'all. Hey, friends. Thank y'all. Did everybody share? If you have already got your mixture together, this would be an awesome time for you to share this post.
Tag a friend or a family member who needs to learn how to cook. We all know one person. Valentine's
Day is in a few days. You might need to cook it for yourself.
Self-love is the best love.
Mm-hmm. Me and Sarah did that one year. You had to work. We made our own. Adrian had to work. We made our own Valentine's Day.
I didn't work every Valentine's Day.
Thanks, V-Mom.
Okay, guys, Christy, 30 you're seconds.
Good. They telling me they good.
All right.
So I'm bringing just the water and flour to a boil before I put it in the heavy cream.
No,
Raquel, you are mixing. When you mix that water and that flour, just make sure you incorporate it really, really well. Make sure that that flour dissolves in the water. Add it to your heavy cream, and then bring that to a boil. Yes, Letitia, we are going to move forward. We're just trying to make sure that all of our folks who had to modify theirs that they're okay.
Letitia, don't be that person. You remember when you used to kind of be behind. Got your little sidekick. You good. All right. So now that's been 2 minutes. We're going to add in 8 ounces of our Velveeta cheese. And I don't know how much you have, guys. That should be on the packaging. Because it came in 8, 16, and 24 ounce packaging for the most part. If you had the shredded Velveeta, which I didn't know they had until yesterday, still 8 ounces.
She said no. She walked away and saw that it was pinned. She was like, mm-mm.
And we're just going to slowly start to melt that Velveeta cheese first in our hot cream. And we can turn this up a little bit to a medium low. But we're going to make sure we're not scorching the cheese at the bottom of our pan or burning our milk, because dairy does burn quickly. Next, as we are slowly melting this Velveeta into our cream, we're going to add in 8 ounces of our shredded cheddar and 8 ounces of our pepper jack cheese.
I need to peel after this. I need to peel all this cheese. What was that, pepper jack?
8 ounces of pepper jack, 8 ounces of cheddar.
Y'all, and I pinned the measurements, if y'all can see that. If you're on a computer, you have to scroll to the top of the comments to see my pin. But it has all the measurements for the cheese sauce pinned for you guys there. If you're on the phone, it might actually just be
towards the bottom.
Towards the bottom. Why is it mine showing comments?
So make sure we're just kind of constantly whisking our sauce as that cheese is starting to melt.
What's a joy? Wine break. Okay, we can take a wine break kind of while we're slowly stirring this cheese. Just keep it moving, y'all, so it doesn't burn.
As you see, I'm just getting right in those corners, those edges, where the side meets the bottom of the saucepan. You want to make sure that. That's all.
That's why I was laughing.
And you'll start to see that milk become a nice velvety cheese sauce.
So far, he's only added Velveeta, cheddar, and pepper jack. You did?
No.
Oh.
I was shaking my head because you're right.
David, you are definitely not alone on that one, okay?
Oh, I told you you're going to need to drink on this class. But it's easy, guys. You know, we've had a little few hiccups, but this is easy.
Yes, Jackie, for the positivity. She said this sauce is gorgeous. It is, right?
Like I said, you're just slowly melting that cheese. We're actually cheating this sauce. You know, a typical cheese sauce in the culinary world is called a bechamel, where you start with a roux, and you add your cream, and then you add your cheese, and you burn mix it and strain it. But we're cheating it for the sake of time, and that's why we used heavy cream instead of anything else.
Raquel, you're okay. We will not get off until everybody is done. You're fine. She said that hers hasn't come to a boil yet because she had to boil it. You're fine. And whenever yours does come to a boil.
You're from Chicago.
My Chicago accent. A boil. Let us know and we will repeat the steps for you and we'll get you caught up. Okay? We won't leave you, I promise.
For those who know and been here with us for a long time, you know we are here for you guys. We are not going anywhere. We'll answer questions. We've had FaceTime calls, Facebook video messaging after class. We're going to get you to where you need to be. So as of now, like I said, we're still on medium low. So we're not scorching, we're not burning, we're not.
On ours, electric stove, y'all, that's a 4.
Like I said, your cheese sauce is nice and velvety. It's become quite thick.
The pepper jack is going to be a hit. Adding that to my mac and cheese in the future. Nice. Never done this. Oh, good, Jackie. Ellie said, is it time to check the lobster? Hi, cousin.
Ellie, I'm at 11 minutes. You got one more before I check the lobster.
I feel you, Ellie. Ellie said lobster too expensive for us to be forgetting it in the oven.
So now we're gonna season our sauce. We're gonna go a teaspoon of nutmeg. Give it a nice, robust, nutty flavor. Teaspoon of nutmeg. Teaspoon of onion powder.
And this is all panned, y'all. All right, it's 12 minutes, chef.
That is. So let's check out our lobster tails, see what we're looking like. Looks good.
Oh, that's pretty. Look at that, y'all.
So, as some of these are nice and firm and white, they're cooking, but we still have a little opaqueness right here, a little pink. So,
it's not showing good on camera. I wish I can show them because I can see the difference in the meat, but
they should see it's not as bright white. It's just kind of like a little
dull, y'all see that?
A little dim. So we're gonna go about another minute or two, and just if the ones that are white, you can kind of pull those to the top. And leave the other ones in the actual butter. And another minute.
Raquel, how are you doing? I'm checking on you. I gotta make sure you're okay. Oh, good, Terry. I didn't know if y'all could see it on your end.
My water people, how's your cheese sauce looking? Yeah, I called you out. And?
So rude. Okay, good.
So all we've added so far to this was the teaspoon of nutmeg and onion powder.
Get a picture for you.
Like I said, it should be nice and clean. No lumps. No scorching. Just a nice, beautiful cheese sauce. You use basically the same recipe, just add some different ingredients. And just make a nice nacho cheese sauce for tacos or a nacho bar or something like that. You see how thick it is? I can put a figure 8 into my cheese sauce. All right. Next, we're going to take our pasta.
Brandy, I love you. She said, I would dip anything in that sauce. Raquel says she's okay. She's still trying to get the cheese sauce to melt down. Okay, good. So you've added your cheese in. Awesome.
Yeah, you're not far behind.
Yep. Letitia said it's gorgeous. Good, y'all. Jackie's is starting to thicken.
Okay.
Santhony and Letitia. Okay, y'all's are great. Good.
All right.
And then Ellie.
We're pulling those lobster tails out of the oven now. Please don't use your hands.
Please don't use your hands, y'all. I wish I could show y'all the blister on my thumb.
So once you have incorporated those last bit of seasonings to your cheese sauce, you can now cut it off.
Let me get you a picture. Hey, Ellie. She said my cheese sauce is commercial ready. Guys, don't forget to take pictures.
Throughout the whole process.
Yes. Take a picture of that cheese sauce. Chrissy said hers is gritty.
Christy, did we start with cream or did you have to add the slurry? And did you use cornstarch or flour if so?
That's it, Jackie. Those are the only two he added. Onion powder and nutmeg into the cheese sauce. Stop it. Mika, he added all the cheese except the Swiss. So he added Velveeta, cheddar, and pepper jack.
So Chrissy, I'm still thinking about you, but we're going to keep going.
She said the flour water, 2% flour water. Huh?
What is
2% milk in flour water?
I'm going. Is what she said.
I'm going to assume that 2% means milk.
And Chrissy, is that gritty before or after you've added the cheese? All right, class, we're going to add over here.
Oh, sorry.
We're going to add 1 tablespoon of that smoked paprika to the pasta.
Yes, 2% milk.
Have you added cheese, Chrissy? We're going to add...
Hey, Lynn. She says she's not cooking tonight, but she is watching.
1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper or your red pepper flakes.
Did you add the cheese, Auntie Christy? Brooke, your mama can make it for you later. She got goals right now.
1 tablespoon of kosher salt.
Jackie, he did, yes, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. Ooh, y'all coming in too fast. I can't read that fast. Hold on.
And 1 teaspoon of our seasoned pepper.
Vima, how much, what, of the seasonings that he's doing right now?
Once again, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. And 1 teaspoon of seasoned pepper.
Okay, everyone, he just, I'll pin it for y'all too. I'll pin it for y'all because I know some of y'all might be a little off. I'm just going to name it noodle seasoning. I don't have a better name for it. Auntie Christy, I'm actually going to call you because I need to make sure that I understand what you're asking or what you're saying. Let me pin this really quick and then I'm going to give you a call. 1 teaspoon crushed red pepper. 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. Paprika.
All right, class, if you added your seasoning while she's still pinning this, we're going to add in 4 ounces of Swiss cheese or
you added it to the pasta.
Or a tightly packed half cup.
Am I missing something, Ray? I feel like you added 3 things to this and I only have 2. Well, tell me again.
A teaspoon of...
I have crushed red pepper.
Teaspoon?
Yes.
Teaspoon of seasoned pepper.
That's what I'm missing. And what else?
Tablespoon of kosher salt and a tablespoon of paprika.
One tablespoon of kosher salt, y'all. I'm sorry, the champagne's starting to kick in. Okay, and then let me pin that for y'all. Okay, I have a block of Swiss. So should she just shred it? Or what do you call it?
You can cube it. It'll melt. It'll melt within the oven. So.
And just kind of pack it into a measuring cup. Hold on. Raquel's cheese sauce is watery. How can she fix her cheese sauce? Or once she adds in the cheeses?
Yeah.
Or should she add some more?
So Raquel, we got that cheese sauce to you got that flour mixture to a boil first, and then we added in the 8 ounces of Velveeta, cheddar, and pepper jack, right? Jack, that was a 4 ounces of Swiss or a tightly packed half cup.
Can you hear me? Okay.
And Jackie, in this class, we talk a lot about building our dishes in layers. Yes, we season the cheese sauce, but you want more flavor. You want your noodles to have flavor, or I hate saying noodles. You want your pasta to have flavor as well. So that's why we flavored the pasta with the salt water when we boiled it. And that's why we're seasoning that now.
Did you mix the flour with water first before you added it to the cheese sauce? Because if you add that flour to that hot liquid, it's going to make it clumpy and gritty like that. You have to mix it in with water first before you add it into your hot.
All right, guys. Our next step is, if you've already chopped your parsley, we're going to do 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley.
Well, that's not how you spell it, but you get it.
And then we're going to take our lobster meat out of the shell. We're going to rough chop it and add that to our pasta before we do our cheese sauce. So, Christy, you're going to need to add, you're going to have to start over with the roux, and Raquel as well. In a separate pan, if you have butter, Raquel and Chrissy, we're going to do half a stick of butter, Melt it down once again in a separate pan. We're going to melt that butter all the way down. And we're going to add a tablespoon of flour to the butter. Fully incorporate that until it becomes a paste. And we're going to add that to our sauce. And you guys will be a little bit behind, but that's not a problem. And you'll slowly have to bring your sauce to temperature.
How much parsley did you add?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons, y'all.
So we'll do this as we're going.
He is everybody else, he's just trying to help our other two. I try not to say friends because then I feel like I'm being a kindergarten teacher. But he's trying to help our other two friends fix their cheese sauce. But what he's doing now is pulling out that lobster meat, and you're going to add that to what?
We're going to chop it and add it to our mac and cheese.
And are you going to add that to the noodles or the sauce?
Essentially both.
Eventually it's going to be added to both. So right now he's just pulling that out of its tail. That's blurry. Is that blurry or is that my vision? He's gonna he's pulling that out of the tail, the shell. And he's gonna roughly chop it. So right now that's what you should be doing. If you did not get lobster tails and you just have lobster meat, then you don't have to worry about.
You can go ahead and add that straight to your
this step. Chop it up and add
it to your pasta.
To the pasta, not the cheese sauce. The pasta.
It's gonna all be incorporated together.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Clarissa, you got that? Was that chives? No, that was parsley. 2 tablespoons of parsley.
We're just pulling our lobster meat out of the shell. Most part should be intact.
The roux, Raquel, she's not going to make hers with water this time. She's using...
You got to use butter.
She's going to do butter.
Yeah,
so repeat it one more time for her.
Half a stick of butter, 1 tablespoon of flour.
Into a skillet.
To a separate pan. I know it's an extra step. But we're going to get you back right.
Okay, Raquel, take out a separate skillet. Just a little small skillet. We go through it step by step. Take out a small skillet. That's okay, Kendall. You good. As long as you're keeping up with everything else. That's the easy part to catch up with. You're good. Raquel, let me know when you got your separate skillet out. This is a brand new skillet out of your cabinet. Or should I drain the meat from the butter sauce? He's literally pulling this right out of this and right onto the cutting board.
It's not saturated. Like the cutting board is pretty dry.
Okay, Christy says she has a paste. Okay.
Now add that straight to your cheese sauce, Chrissy, and you're going to slowly bring that back to temperature. You can't boil it because it already has cheese in there, but you can get it hot enough to where it starts to boil. Bubble. Pardon me. So we just got a rough chop, guys, just enough to get a mouthfeel in every bite. We're going to take our lobster meat that is chopped. We're just going to fold that in.
Ooh, that's pretty.
We're going to fold that right into our pasta. Get this out the way.
Once you get that skillet out, Raquel, add half a stick of butter. And melt that down.
Mm-hmm.
Melt it down. Sorry, trying to get... You got that butter in the... Letitia said all 6 tails.
Now, Letitia, if you want to pull a couple pieces out, for garnishing, or you want to take a little bite, you can go right ahead. But this is
dip it right in that sauce. That would just be me.
It's lobster mac and cheese. What you thought you're gonna do with it?
Okay, and then you melted that butter down, and you're adding 1 tablespoon of flour, and you're gonna incorporate that until you get like a paste. Okay, so you're just mixing the flour. Sorry, I almost dropped some on my head. You're mixing the
I didn't even know that though.
The flour and the butter. Oh, I was nervous. They heard me say, "Whoa." And then let me know when you have like a paste going. This out of here. I can't get that.
All right. If you got your lobster meat added to your mac and cheese, We're gonna.
I need a job. I can't do this, but it looks so good. Oh, oh no, Terry.
We're gonna take that beautiful.
Oh wait, let me get
gorgeous.
that. Can I get the pour? Y'all should see how we're standing.
We're gonna pour the cheese sauce right over the pasta. And we'll slowly fold that in.
Not into your phone, Tracy. Raquel, how you doing?
Get in there.
Y'all okay? Everybody okay? You got something in your throat?
I guess.
Thanks, Sherelle. It does look good, doesn't it? Sherelle, are you gonna cook later?
I know for most of us we're used to adding a little bit of egg to bake it, but this is a little bit a different take on mac and cheese. So we're not baking it with egg, but it is going to be just as good. So once you've added your sauce,
Hey, Auntie Yvette.
we're going to add a little bit more to get it nice and
Mixing the
moist.
flour in. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm just checking on you. I want to make sure we don't. Oh, Ari, is he keeping up?
This is not on the menu. We're going to add just a little bit of champagne to ours.
Hey, Auntie. That was not in the recipe, y'all. He just added it in there as an extra.
Just a little bit of flavor, a little pizzazz to it.
Brooke, you have no faith in your brother. Yes. Okay, good. Oh, yes. Yes. My cousins and mom and aunt like to do that too sometimes. Watch it and then watch with us, cook with us, and then cook on their own. Hold on, we got some.
And
He has an amazing sous chef, but yes, it's like that sous chef who actually does the cooking. But the chef takes all the credit.
The chef is well known, so you don't have to cook your own.
Right.
I've been there 20 years.
How much champagne did you add? Okay, Jackie, you gonna add that champagne?
Jackie, I would say about half a cup.
Hold on. Cameron probably sweated. Ellie, I'm in cheese heaven.
All right.
Mika, he just added in. He took some of that champagne that we were drinking, and he just added a little bit in. How much did you say?
About half a cup.
About half a cup.
And we're gonna take that mac and cheese goodness.
Okay, Auntie Christy, good. She's adding her cheese to her noodles. Yay! Okay, Letitia, y'all add your champagne.
See, we're gonna start us some, guys. See, this is what happens when you cook at home. You can take a great dish, you can enhance it, you can make it yours. This.
And you also get to eat.
This right here is what cooking should all be about.
Mm-hmm.
So I got mine in a pretty big dish. I know some of y'all are making enough for an army.
Spray pan.
Spray pan always. I already oiled mine.
Yeah, ours was already oiled. Spray your pan, y'all, before you pour your mac and cheese in there. I'm sorry. Did y'all taste this? Did y'all?
Tell them stop and taste it right now. Tell them stop.
First of all, I want y'all to understand, I'm not even supposed to be eating dairy. But oh my God, y'all. And I'm at home, so I can do this. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm so sorry if you hear me smacking. How many servings does this make? We're greedy, so we can't really go off of our.
Right. If you follow the recipe exactly, you probably get about 8 servings out of this.
Yeah, because that's a pretty good sized pan of macaroni and cheese.
All right, guys, one last step before we get this in the oven.
Okay, David and Anita, they said they did sneak a little taste.
You got to.
So good.
If you're not picking out the pan, you're not getting a little taste, you're not tasting your food, how do you know what you're doing? So.
You want me here or you want me here?
Start there.
Okay.
Last step before we put this in the oven is we're going to take a cup and a half of breadcrumbs.
I know they hate me smacking. I know they do. I gotta go to work in the morning.
A cup and a half of breadcrumbs. 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. And we're gonna take that.
Oh no, you're not with the butter. Look at
We're
Jesus.
gonna add that beautiful garlic butter that we created. We're gonna add that to our breadcrumbs. So 3 tablespoons of this garlic butter.
Okay, let's let him add this in there, y'all, and we'll do a wine break for y'all.
So, cup and a half of breadcrumbs.
I'll pin that too, y'all.
2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. And 3 tablespoons of that nice lobster garlic
yes,
butter.
Letitia, I got you. I'm gonna your butter isn't turning into paste.
And you added a tablespoon of flour.
Raquel, that was for you. Did you add a tablespoon of flour? Letitia, I'm pinning it down for you, okay?
1.5 cups of panko breadcrumbs.
I got it. I'm gonna pin it for you. Oh, you want? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. And 3 tablespoons of that lobster garlic butter that we created.
Yes, whoever asked what was next, put butter in. Put your lobster in your pasta. Add it and mix it in.
All right. We're gonna throw that in the oven.
Go ahead. I am pinning the breadcrumbs recipe for you guys right now.
Raquel, what does it look like? Describe it to me, please.
One tablespoon chopped parsley and 2 tablespoons. It seems like you add a little bit more than 2 tablespoons of butter.
I said 3.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, take your little sip, take your little break real quick. Let's get those breadcrumbs and that mac and cheese in the oven.
Okay, Letitia.
We are about 80% done. All we got left is just our jumbo shrimp.
Melted butter, like cloudy melted butter.
Is the flour fully incorporated? Do you see any flour?
I feel like thank you, Brooke, for helping out. Kendall, you good? 80%. Yeah, he said 80%.
The rest is easy, guys. We're just making shrimp.
You know he always say 80% and then it really be like.
Fine then. Turn on me. Everybody turn on me. I ain't helping none of y'all's.
Nope. Oh, I don't know what question you asked her, but she said nope. Raquel, I think you said that it is incorporated.
It's not.
Do you see flour? You asked her, do you see flour?
Okay. Raquel, we're going to add another ½ tablespoon. Whisk it in. And then pour that into your cheese sauce and turn that back on. Just another ½ tablespoon.
But whisk it in first
first
before you add it to the cheese sauce.
Just make sure, because you have enough butter. And you're whisking it into your cheese sauce. I'm sorry that you feel like you're behind, but we're going to make sure you get it right. No worries, I'm not going anywhere.
I'm sorry, am I the only one that wants to dip a piece of shrimp into that? Okay, just want to make sure.
God, this is not juicy crab. We don't have to dip our seafood in melted butter. We're better than that, guys.
You're a hater.
All right, let me get some reactions before we move on to our shrimp real quick.
So pour the breadcrumbs over the mac and cheese mixture. Yes.
Yep, and throw it in the oven.
He literally just sprinkled it right. Can you show him real quick? Don't use your... Okay. I'm going to show y'all real quick. He literally just kind of sprinkled it right over the top. There's the breadcrumb mixture. He doesn't believe in wearing oven mitts.
All right.
Ooh, I can't wait to see. Hey, can y'all do me a favor? This is only for my entertainment. After you have cooked your meal and you have taken a picture of that delicious meal, I need you to take a picture of your kitchen. Okay, V-Ma. She said, I can't believe I'm caught up.
I will say this. I'm here to teach y'all to cook. I didn't say how it's going to look afterwards.
I just want y'all to take a picture of the kitchen. Me and my family get on a call after every cooking show, and every time their biggest thing, their food was delicious, everything was great, but their kitchen is a mess. Y'all take a picture of the kitchen for me, please, so I can laugh. Is the oven still on 400?
It sure is.
Yep, still is.
I didn't tell you I do nothing else with it, did I?
And I think he actually put that, when he put that in, he put it at the top, on the top, right? You kind of want it to brown a little bit, or no? Or does it matter?
Well, we put it at the top for a reason. We're going to broil it in just a second.
Okay. See, y'all, I asked the questions that y'all want to know. Jackie, okay, you're good. Tell me are you, she said she's a little behind, but are you okay, or do you need help? Just let me know, Jackie.
Are you just behind? Or
if you're just behind, then you're good, girl.
Something?
And if you're missing something, then ask me. Minor setback, cook more lobster tails. That is not a setback. It's not a setback in my book. When does it go in the oven?
Now.
Yes. Once you have put those breadcrumbs over that mac and cheese, it went straight into the oven, and it's still on 400, so. Oh, Raquel, I'm getting nervous. Okay, she said she added it in, but her sauce still looks really liquidy. It's not even sticking into the whisk. That's
fine. You got to cook it. It's got to cook. And I know if you just added it, there's no way it's already thickened. So now that you added that flour and butter mixture, Raquel, you need to slowly bring it to a temperature to where it starts to bubble. It's got cheese in it, so we can't boil it per se, but we can get it hot enough to where that flour starts to expand and thickens the liquid. So you got to just keep whisking it at a good temperature, but it's got to get to the point where that cheese is kind of bubbling for you. And you might need to start whisking kind of vigorously to make sure you don't get any scorching, but it's going to take a little bit of time. It won't be instant.
But please keep whisking. Please keep whisking. I don't want your cheese sauce to burn. Just tasted the macaroni. OMG. Ari, listen. Oh my gosh. Hold on. This is a workout.
Sound it out.
No, I'm just making sure that I don't need to read one of these. This is a darn workout right around this kitchen, Brittany.
I told y'all to
yes,
get
Kendall.
ready.
Okay. Right, he did. He kind of pre-warned y'all. Okay, Kendall, you ready? I also pinned it, Kendall. So if you are on your computer, you have to scroll to the top of the chat. Anytime. So for anybody that's new, anytime that he starts, oh my God, he starts, I don't want to say rambling off, but anytime he starts to go with different measurements and he's going back to back to back, I always pin the measurement. So you have it, you can go back and look at it. You just have to scroll to the top of your comments to see where we pinned it. Okay. All right. So, well, Jackie, perfect. You can jump in here with Kendall. So he did, he did 1.5 cups of those panko breadcrumbs. Okay.
2 tablespoons of parsley.
I can read.
Well, I changed it.
Oh, okay.
2 tablespoons of chopped parsley and 3 tablespoons of that lobster garlic butter. This right here. That y'all want to dip everything in.
He put that delicious. Like, I would have added more than 3 tablespoons. Right, I would have added more than 3 tablespoons, but that's me. But whatever. David said we forgot he had shrimp too. This is a good question. Ellie. She said, is there a tool I can get to remove the lobster tail? My crab tools didn't work so well. But it pulled out pretty.
Yeah, it came out pretty easy. And technically, if you want to grab a fork and use the tines, you can go into where the head of the lobster is this way and just start peeling back and rotating up, and you should be able to pull it out at the same time. but because the lobster was already cooked, it started to separate from the shell. It should have been easy to pull out.
Yeah, Ellie. I'm just thinking about anytime I order like lobster tail, or you cooked lobster tail the other day for dinner, it was pretty easy to pull it right out.
They probably do create a tool, but there's things that we can do here without spending money on every little item and tool.
Yeah. Oh, Letitia said she just used scissors. I guess she cut this. You cut the tail, cut the back end of the tail. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, y'all.
Last saute pan.
We're moving on because we pushing it with the time right now.
Medium high heat. Once again, medium high. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to bring that to temp.
Jackie didn't necessarily say a cook time. I think you just
put it in the oven, guys.
Put yours in the oven. You're going to pull yours out when we pull ours out.
Everybody at this point is behind me. So as I'm doing mine, it's going to be probably about the same equivalent time for you guys. Because I'm kind of keeping track of when you guys are putting your stuff in the oven. And we can check on it, you know.
Yeah, and then Jack, we're probably he'll show you too what his looks like.
So as you see right here, we're starting.
Show y'all. There we go.
We're starting right here to get our cheese bubbling around the edges.
Oh, look at that bubble.
Yeah, so we're pretty good. Once it starts to kind of brown a little bit, caramelize, then we know that the middle is getting warmer. And once that starts to happen, we will turn the oven off and put it on broil for about a minute to really brown those breadcrumbs. And then we should be ready to go.
And Jack, even though we don't have a set time, like he'll show you what it looks like when he's going to set that to broil. So you'll know, okay, when mine looks like this, it's time for me to turn that up.
And so because I know a lot of you guys are like, well, what's the time? What's the time frame? We don't really talk about time frame because everybody's oven cooks differently. Age, brand, model. So everybody's oven cooks differently. So if I show you the key components of or identifiers of what to look for, then you can make the adjustments for your dish. If we go off the time alone, everybody's oven is different, unfortunately. So you can't just go by time all the time. So we can show you what to look for and some identifiers to make your dish perfect.
Jameson, what is in that butter sauce you cooked the lobster tails in? This deliciousness right here.
That was garlic, butter, lemon juice, and seasoned pepper.
Jameson, it's called deliciousness.
All right.
Yay, Jackie. She's in the oven.
All right. Pan on medium-high heat. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And once your pan is hot enough, like you can kind of hear, that's kind of like a baby sizzle. Like you want to talk a little bit louder than that. We're going right in. Going right in, guys.
H, is Brianna okay over there? Take a minute real quick to eat your meal.
So, once again, we as a certain type of people have decided that like chicken and shrimp or certain items should be fully overcooked. And that's not necessarily true. Like, you want to make sure your shrimp is cooked. You want to make sure it's white all the way through. That's kind of why we have jumbo shrimp. We butterflied it to help get to the center of the shrimp quicker. But you don't want dry shrimp. It shouldn't be chewy. It shouldn't be rubbery and tough. It should have a nice bite, good flavor, and great mouthfeel. Like, it shouldn't be tough. You shouldn't chew it 27 times just to make it, to be able to swallow it.
Jameson said, thank you. They're following along so I can make this every day. Yes. If you are cooking this later on, guys, do not forget to take a picture, post it, tag us in that picture. We want to see it.
So what we're looking for right here, guys, is that nice orange. You see how we're getting a little caramelization around the edge of the shrimp. In the middle, it's still kind of opaque. Get a little closer to you.
Yeah, there we go.
It's still a little opaque, but we're getting white right here, which is good. It'll continue to keep cooking. But it doesn't have to be all the way done and overcooked before we progress. So once we feel like we're halfway on our shrimp, and you'll start to see it kind of thicken, or your shrimp will kind of grow and expand and widen a little bit. We're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna add in a tablespoon of garlic. We're sizzling, so I'm gonna talk a little bit louder, guys, just to make sure you can hear me. A tablespoon of garlic. A tablespoon of our blackening seasoning. Kind of well heavily coated. Make sure that garlic's separate. Make sure everything's fully incorporated. And then for those who are sipping with me, we're gonna take that champagne again and just kind of top that off.
We didn't have much to top off because we drank it.
Yeah, we've been drinking. So that was a tablespoon of chopped garlic, a tablespoon of blackening seasoning, and make sure if you're not already flipped your shrimp to the other side, like right here, you still is almost looks raw right here. Get closer. That still looks raw right there. Just make sure you want to flip that over. We're gonna cook it on both sides. And hopefully everybody got some pretty large shrimp. I requested jumbo on the shopping list, and jumbo really ranges anywhere from 2630s to 1620s. And if I'm speaking gibberish to you, that just means in the world of shrimp or scallops.
Okay, Kendall, I will. I got you. I'll pin it.
If we're talking about shrimp or scallops, those numbers that I just spoke about is how many shrimp or scallops you get per pound. So 2630s is a smaller size than what we have here. So you should get between 26 to 30 shrimp per pound.
Just for pinning sake, can you go through that one more time so I can pin that?
Tablespoon of chopped garlic. Tablespoon of our blackening seasoning. And for those who care to dabble, another half a cup of champagne.
Or whatever you have left.
You're all right.
You just popped me.
Now we're going to hit it with just a teaspoon of salt. Just kind of bring out that blackening seasoning.
Oh, I'm sorry. One more time. How much did you add?
How much what?
How much salt did you add?
Teaspoon.
All right, Kendall, it's pinned for you. What if you don't have champagne? You don't have to add it.
You don't have to add it. It's not part.
Yep, skip it.
Just a little improv and whatnot. So for those, before you ask, guys, Raquel, I'm going to call you in just a second so I can see what it's looking like. Let's go ahead and cut our shrimp off. We'll let that rest and continue to carry over cooking.
You just moved that. Check it out.
We're going to check it real quick.
Okay. We're about to check the mac and cheese, y'all.
See? Because of that butter that we put into it,
I got you.
we didn't even need to even put it on broil. We got great crust, a great caramelization all the way around. We're going to pull that out and let that mac and cheese sit right there.
David, there was no... Did you see how much we added in there? We didn't have no champagne either. If the camera starts to get a little shaky, sorry. It's...
So, just looking around the kitchen, I just realized in our mac and cheese, we did not add the arugula. We got a little chaotic. We got a little bit behind, so I do apologize.
Oh, no.
Feel free to do what you like, but we were going to add the arugula to the inside of our mac and cheese.
Arugula makes a delicious salad.
It makes a great salad. So if you want to make a salad to go with this very healthy and rich dish, go right ahead.
Did you say healthy?
I mean, unhealthy.
Exactly, Sheena. We love some arugula.
So I do apologize that we missed a step and that you bought an item that we did not use.
I tell my children to be problem solvers in the classroom. Make a salad to go with your lobster mac and cheese.
Like I said, if we have more champagne, I'll teach them how to make a champagne vinaigrette, but
We don't have any more champagne.
no, we don't.
Brooke, I like how you did that, girl. Ellie said, can you stir fry arugula?
You can. You can saute it.
You can saute it, or Ellie. She said, can you saute it in that lobster butter sauce?
That might be kind of sexy, actually. And eat it on the side.
Ellie, look at you. So Ellie has been with us for several months, and I just want to say kudos to you, girl. Yes, Ellie.
All right, guys. Once she
The baking temp, David, it was still at 400. He didn't turn it down.
Right.
And because of the butter that he added into the breadcrumbs, there was no need to turn it onto broil. It kind of just started to brown all on its own and caramelize all on its own. Let me show y'all the little piece right here. Y'all see that deliciousness right there, y'all.
Now, if you feel like you have enough color on your breadcrumbs, you want to go a little bit longer, you are free to kind of hit it on high broil for about 30 to 45 seconds and make sure you rotate it evenly.
Okay, so thank you, Sherelle, for actually asking that. That's a really good question because some of us on here are watching to cook it this weekend. So, how much arugula would they add to the mac and cheese? At one point, would they add it?
Once we added the lobster meat to the bowl, and before we added the cheese sauce, we were going to add a cup of the arugula before then. And that cheese sauce would help wilt down the arugula to add some more texture and flavor to our mac and cheese.
Thank you for that, Sherelle. That was
so
an
I do
awesome
apologize.
question.
I got a little bit out of line and kind of behind. I lost my train of thought, so I do apologize for that. But we can improvise and make this dish.
The only liquid with the shrimp was olive oil, right?
Yep.
Yes, Jackie, unless you want to add in a little bit of the champagne, he did add that in. But you don't have to. That is not a step that you have to do.
That's just the joy of cooking in your own home.
Yes, you just want to add a little bit because you got it. Yeah, okay. Hey, Sheena, awesome. She said, do not let that broil get you, y'all. If your mac and cheese does not have enough color and you decide to turn it on broil, I need you to watch it like a hawk, okay?
That's why I said 30 seconds.
Like literally. Matter of fact, count to 20 seconds and open up the oven.
Or you can just do like I do all the time and just broil it with the oven open.
Yes, that as well. Just so we don't, because we don't want to let that mess us up. Okay, Jackie. I missed the arugula. It's okay if you missed the arugula.
I missed the arugula, so
he missed the arugula.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a live cooking show, y'all, so we make mistakes. It does happen. Sorry about that, but you can make yourself a nice salad. You can I'll tell you, Auntie Kim, you about to lose your spot. Ellie over here showing out. It does. Sherelle, it looks very pretty. Okay, Ma. She said hers looks so pretty too.
I messed up my plate.
Oh man, well I needed to take a picture to take. Let me get that. Y'all know I gotta get pictures. I'm multitasking over here, y'all. Yes, Mika, make a salad to go with it.
Guys, if you have a lot left over,
Yeah,
I would take just a little bit of work with you and just pass it out and tell everybody what you did. You give them a sample of what you're doing in this cooking class. Tell them to join us next week.
Raquel, we did not forget about you. We're calling you after class on Facebook Messenger. If you don't have Facebook Messenger, download that so we can give you a call. Is that our music?
Yeah.
sound like one of our kids crying. Oh, Jackie, that makes me happy. She said, this is so bomb. I can't believe I waited this long.
So I just did 5 shrimp, guys. You are free to put on your plate. And don't forget, I do want your picture of your plate. You got to tag me. This is almost more important than the actual dish.
I was supposed... Mika, this is actually, literally... He took one of these shells out of the bowl from where he pulled the lobster meat out, and he just laid it on top for the picture.
So we use everything right here in this class.
Yeah, he just did it for the picture. If you don't have it, it's okay.
I didn't tell you to throw it away either, though.
Oh, you've been so rude.
It's okay. Chef can do that. I'm going to clean my plate, guys, for my picture.
You welcome, Letitia. She said, this is an amazing dish. Thank you. I'm saying you welcome like I created.
You did. We got them through it. All right, guys.
Yes, Cheryl. Find out and get home.
This is going to make y'all happy.
You always got the butter.
We're going to take that butter.
If you have high blood pressure, please take your pill.
I'm just going to go around the plate a little bit. Get some of that butter on that shrimp. Just like that. Over that lobster tail. Around the plate.
Kim said he's bossy tonight.
And then if you cut those chives like we asked, we're just going to garnish with those beautiful chives around the plate.
Yes, I love me some chives.
Right over
yes, Jack. Look at you. Jack said, so do we top it off with chives before you even... Oh, shoot. Before we, before you said it. Yes, you do. I love me some chives, so...
Make sure you wipe out your plate. Raquel will be calling you in just a second.
Yes. Oh, Terry. Hey, so that is actually a good segue. As we are finished and we are plated, y'all please take a picture and post it. We love to see those pictures. My job at this point is to give you hints or tips. Make sure your lighting is awesome. Get you some good overhead lighting. Get in there and get that good picture. But Terry said she needs a 5-star dinner on a budget. Well, Terry, we are always looking for more ideas. A lot of times it is hard for chefs to come up with new ideas to share with you guys. This idea came from our cousin Cameron. Shout out to him. Hopefully his meal is okay.
He's sweating right now, guys.
He's cooking for his wife, Ari, so hopefully he's okay. But once you post that picture to Chef Ken's page in the comments, please share some ideas that you would like to cook. Some things that you would like to learn how to cook. Some things that you would want to share with us. We're all about it. I guess I wasn't getting close enough, so he had to take the phone from me.
I'm telling you guys. If this dish right here don't say I love you or I love myself, you don't get no better than this. Give yourself a pat on the back.
I feel like I'm sweating.
When you take that first bite, just look up and say, yes, yes, yes. It looks amazing, Auntie. It's going to be better than it looks as it tastes. All right, guys. We got to make some phone calls and help some people out.
Yeah.
Please take a picture. Tag us. Post it. Tag a friend. Let's get some people on for next week. I think we had about 20 people cooking today. It's the most we've had in a long time. So thank you for your time and your support. Class is generally a little bit longer than we want, but this had a lot of key steps and minimal prep, so I understand why. Thank you for your time. And if you have enjoyed this class, if Wednesday makes your week and you enjoy this, you want to give us just a tip, a love offering or whatever, our Cash App is posted. Anything works. We appreciate all of it. It just helps us to get better and provide just beautiful, gorgeous food in time for you guys. So thank you. We will see you next week. Please tag me in your pictures. And Raquel, I am about to call you in just a second. You have a great night and enjoy your food. Jackie, the Cash App is posted. It should be $ Chef Ken Rob. Auntie, you should have cooked. You ain't cooked with me in a couple weeks, Auntie. That's $ Chef KenRob. Yep, that's it, Jackie, right there. Thank y'all. Go help Raquel out, and I'll see y'all next week. Thank you.